Euro 2028, European Football Championships to be held in Great Britain and Ireland, and Euro 2032 in Italy and Turkey. UEFA drops plan to end blanket ban on Russian football teams. Cal Wilson, comedian, dies aged 53. Legendary American Olympic gymnast Mary Lou Retton fighting for her life, with rare form of pneumonia. New details about $20 million Toronto airport gold heist revealed, in Brink's suit against Air Canada. 5 months ago, Air Canada was handling $20 million in goods stolen in heist at Toronto Pearson Airport. The Madrid court acquits steel magnate Jose Maria Iristrain for irregularities in the purchase of a house. Seinfeld reunion? Jerry Seinfeld says something is going to happen related to sitcom's divisive finale. 800 episodes of Doctor Who headed to BBC iPlayer for 60th anniversary. The Spiderwick Chronicles TV series lands at Roku after Disney Plus exit.
Francis Ford Coppola calls Martin Scorsese the world's greatest living filmmaker. Margot Robbie's Lucky Chap and Brad Pitt's Plan B are in talks to co-produce the remake of The Thin Man. Taylor Swift, Eras Tour concert film sellouts outpacing Barbie, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Disney executives reportedly pushing for gaming acquisitions, and Disney reportedly has interest in purchasing Electronic Arts. Jujutsu Kaisen, Cursed Clash launches February 2, 2024. Genshin Impact developer with close relationship to Apple twice tried to evade 30% cut. NATO allies Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria to create a joint force to clear naval mines from Black Sea route. Bulgaria dismantles criminal group exporting to Russian troops in Ukraine. U.S. Army chief says Congress must act to ensure arms to both Israel and Ukraine.
The U.S. declares the ousting of Niger's president coup and suspends military aid and training. Japan lawmaker who made unannounced Russia trip removed from party. Poland's top army generals quit ahead of key elections. In Egypt, 8 members of Tantawi's campaign were imprisoned on charges of joining a provocative group.
U.S. warns Hezbollah not to open new front against Israel. Israel has right to self-defense, but some actions counter international law, says EU's Josep Borrell. 1/3 of Iraqi voters excluded from 2023 elections largely due to sectarian cleansing.
U.S. says it is talking to Israel about safe passage for Gaza civilians. Doctors Without Borders, hospitals are overwhelmed in catastrophic situation in Gaza. UN rights chief condemns Israeli siege of Gaza, militants taking of hostages.
Japan's official 2023 autumn foliage forecast has been released. In Portugal, a local coffee brand Delta launches first Portuguese coffee produced in the Azores, a Portuguese island.
Blue chip NFT market of Ethereum faces 38% month-over-month decline. In September, Ethereum Foundation sold 1,700 ETH to USDC. Zimbabwe's gold-backed digital token is now accepted for local transactions. Israel war prompts crypto firms including Fireblocks, Market to Cross, to start aid fund. Israel takes action against Binance crypto accounts linked to Hamas.
New Solana SOL update brings confidential transfers for increased user privacy. Galaxy replacing 110% of funds users lost in recent front-end hack, over $400,000. Trader Joe's grocery chain sues Dex of the same name.
Eden Hazard announces retirement from football. Real Madrid board member discusses plans for Kylian Mbappé transfer. Sam Siraki breaks Guinness World Record for solving Rubik's Cube while skydiving. NHL bans the Pride tape on ice as part of updated theme night guidelines. In Brazil, Câmara Committee approves project that prohibits same-sex marriage. Queensland to make stealthing, removing a condom, illegal under new affirmative consent laws.
Russia fails to win back seat on Human Rights Council after UN vote. China secures 6th term as member of UN Human Rights Council. It had been speculated that anti-China forces politicize Human Rights Council by attempting to deny China seat. Human Rights Watch declared last week, Russia, China unfit for UN's top rights body. Several more people arrested over a far-right German plot, the Reichsbürger movement, to launch a coup and kidnap a minister. Ottawa reviewing virtual citizenship ceremonies as petition calls on government to pull the plug.
South Carolina nuclear plant gets warning over another cracked emergency fuel pipe. Finland and Estonia gas pipeline and telecom cable damage may have been caused by external activity, speculated to be may have been attacked by Russia. California created the Ebony Alert to find missing black children. New California law aims to force people with mental illness or addiction to get help. In Canada, 5 years of legal cannabis results into fewer charges, many hospitalizations.
DeSantis loses COVID data lawsuit, forced to release stats and pay $152.50 K. U.S. prisoners who did not consent to ivermectin COVID treatment win payout, as Arkansas jail inmates settle lawsuit with doctor who prescribed them ivermectin for COVID-19. Congressman George Santos charged with conspiracy, wire fraud, false statements, falsification of records, aggravated identity theft, and credit card fraud. George Santos could be implicated in fake $500,000 loan, report says. Trump acknowledged penthouse size at 11,000 square feet, not 30,000 he later claimed. Donald Trump's ex-CFO Alan Weisselberg is on witness stand.
It had been speculated that Trump's overrated peace plan, the Abraham Accords, helped enable the horrors in Israel and Gaza. Jared Kushner's Middle East actions under spotlight. After Israel attack, Trump questions how Jews or anybody who loves Israel can vote for Democrats.
Girls have worse mental health than boys in Europe, WHO says.
New drone radar from General Atomics can track the drones made from using the balsa wood. Amazon joins Elon Musk's SpaceX and Mukesh Ambani's Geo in vying for a piece of India's burgeoning satellite internet market.
Amazon has been linked to trafficking of workers in Saudi Arabia. Facebook's sexist, ageist ad targeting violates California law. Court finds PS5 console gets new look in the holiday season, as smaller PS5 design comes with 1 TB storage for PS5 and PS5 Digital Edition. New model provides option to add an Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive to PS5 Digital Edition. Sony confirms PS5 Slim will still support expandable storage. Big tech struggle to turn AI hype into profit. Overhyped generative AI will get a cold shower in 2024, analysts predict. Samsung will block cell phones purchased on the gray market. In Mexico, Caroline Ellison tells jury, Alameda took FTX customer money for whatever we needed, and FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried hoped to be U.S. president someday. SBF's ex-girlfriend said, he directed me to steal billions from FTX. Changpeng Zhao and other Binance executives facing possible indictments in Brazil. Europe gives Elon Musk 24 hours to respond about Israel-Hamas war, misinformation and violence. Onyx. The rampant spread of fake ex-posts about the Israel-Gaza conflict is a direct result of Elon Musk's policies, misinformation expert says. Ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino drops out of the WSJ Tech Live conference. Movements of albatrosses suggest a sensitivity to infrasound cues at sea, as albatrosses preferentially move toward regions of loud infrasound. Robust weakening of the Gulf Stream during the past 4 decades, observed in the Florida Straits. Exposure to light at night found to increase risk of depression by 30%. People believe their moral traits are too distinct for AI to judge. Study finds CKM syndrome, a newly identified disorder, increases heart attack and stroke risk as a link among obesity, diabetes and kidney disease.
Living in privately rented homes, linked to faster biological aging. Study finds sexual activity predicts enhanced cognitive function in older adults. Women with a disability are more likely to experience child marriage than women without a disability. Glutamine mimicry suppresses tumor progression through asparagine metabolism. In pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma, SC2R covs exhibit differential tropism of ACE2, which may be driven by adaptation to different renal-phosphat ACE2 proteins. On TikTok, the expression of incel ideology takes a covert form, employing emotional appeals and pseudoscience to disseminate common incelosphere tropes. The normification of fringe anti-feminist theories and incels subcultural terminology is amplified by technologization and propelled by commonly employed right-wing communication tools of emotional and pseudoscientific appeals, which enable and facilitate their entrance and absorption into the mainstream media. On the other hand, the normalization of incel beliefs is further reinforced by their convergence with widespread sexist beliefs. The 1918 flu pandemic did not disproportionately kill healthy young people. Through genome editing of the ANP32 gene family, avian influenza infection-resistant chickens were bred by scientists. Google introduces new sustainability features, including a tool for people looking to buy an EV, and the Flood Hub in the U.S., which predicts when rivers will flood and warns people to evacuate. Google pays Apple $18 billion to $20 billion a year to keep its search and iPhone.
German antitrust head warns AI may boost big technicians' dominance. AMD acquires AI software company Not I to bolster open-source portfolio. Adobe unveils 3 new generative AI models, including the next generation of Firefly. Microsoft forced to backtrack on OneDrive storage change after user backlash. Shadow launches Windows-based cloud PCs for $9.99 per month. PC shipments decline slows in Q3 2023, but Apple plunges over 23%. Apple is already designing a lighter Vision Pro to fix next drain. Google Cloud mitigated largest DDoS attack, peaking above 398 million RPS. D-Link Wi-Fi range extender is found to be vulnerable to command injection attacks. Microsoft to kill off VB script in Windows to block malware delivery.
Samsung faces steep 80% profit decline amidst chip inventory surplus and losses mount at chip business. Qualcomm, set to take on Apple Silicon chips with Snapdragon X Series 4 PCs. Snap Beta becomes Snap Magic and debuts an AI copilot to help automate circuit board design. 30 missing people found safe in Gaza border kibbutz after hiding out for 3 days. Mother of Shani Luke says, daughter still alive and in critical condition. Bernese lecturer describes Hamas terror as a gift.
IMF hikes U.S. growth forecast for 2023, leaving the global outlook as unchanged. IMF improves forecast for Ukraine's economic growth to 2% in 2023. IMF warns of stubborn inflation and weaker global growth in 2024. The IMF points to a slowdown in the Spanish economy, which will grow 1.7% in 2024. IMF raises India's FY24 GDP growth forecast to 6.3%. China's real estate debt crisis prompt IMF warning of widening economic damage. Malaysia makes aggressive ringgit push for China trading to slash reliance on US dollar. Treasury markets sell-off has become the worst bond bear market of all time, according to Bank of America. Argentina is experiencing a new exchange rate race, and the dollar exceeds 1,000 pesos. Government raises taxes. Argentina's President Alberto Fernandez canceled daily activities and is confined to his office in Casa Rosada. The United States reportedly has lost its charm to China's brightest students. China to hold nationwide survey on population changes as birth rate plummets. Taiwan leader vows island will be democratic for generations as Taiwan seeks peaceful coexistence with China. President says. In Portugal, tax burden rises to a record 37.2% this year and will rise again in 2024. Lexus will exhibit at the Japan Mobility Show 2023 and will debut its next-generation battery electric vehicle (BEV) concept model lineup. Subaru to unveil electric sports car concept at Tokyo Motor Show. Honda to unveil electric sports car concept by November 2023 as S2000 or Prelude's successor. Chinese EV startup WM Motor files for bankruptcy. China's EV sector is hemorrhaging cash. Government subsidies keep the lights on. NIO losing $35,000 per car. China developer Kaisa tells court creditors will get less than 5% back if liquidated. China's largest private developer Country Garden warns of default. 2024 Lucid Air Sapphire deliveries begin days after production start. Cadillac coming to Australia to be sold in shopping centers with right-hand drive electric vehicles. Stockholm bans diesel, petrol cars in city center from 2025.
54 golf's bid for world ranking points denied by the board of OWGR. India and Afghanistan should have shared Asian Games gold medal, says Afghan pacer Fareed Malik. Mr. Brightside revealed, as UK's most streamed song in Spotify history. Andy Taylor comments, Duran Duran could have made records, more akin to Pink Floyd. Holly Willoughby exits this morning, following 14 years tenure, days after man charged with alleged plot to kidnap her.